Kazuho Nakai, the second engineer on the new Goldwing project, explains, "We wanted to give the Goldwing customer a more premium experience. We wanted to appeal to younger riders and make it sportier." But Nakai's description only hints at the balancing act that Honda has whenever it comes out with an all-new Goldwing, a balancing act that Bill Savino, product planner at American Honda, says became so intense that Honda seriously considered giving this new motorcycle a different name. That's surprising because this 2018 machine, an 1,833 cc's, flat 6-cylinder touring bike with integral saddlebags, sure looks like a Goldwing. Yes, it has a fancy new front suspension, a modern and zoomy LED headlight, outer lines, and no place for an ignition key, but if a time traveler showed you a hologram of it and told you it was a bike from the future, about all a motorcyclist could say is, cool. They're still making Goldwings. It's been in the works for a while. Nakai said the project began 4 years ago, compared to the usual 2.5-year length for most new motorcycle projects at Honda. There was a lot of testing, he offers, surely with some understatement. The design shares no components other than fasteners with its predecessor. And it is very much an integral design, with the desire to build a sleeker, lighter, and sportier Goldwing manifesting itself in hundreds of subtle ways. Start, however, with the biggest obvious change, the twin A-arm front suspension. It's a version of Norman Hossack's invention from the 1980s, similar in concept but different in detail from BMW's later dual-lever suspension. In Honda's execution, roughly parallel twin arms pivot from the frame at about the height of triple clamps on a normal motorcycle, supporting a tube in the front that looks much like a steering head on a conventional frame. Two very ordinary ball bearings in that steering head support a cast, forked, rigid upright that carries the front wheel. The handlebars pivot on their own frame-connected bearings and have ball-jointed arms that transmit steering commands to the upright. Damping is by a single shock absorber, just as on a rear suspension. The Honda execution forgoes any ball-jointed bearings other than in the steering links. The two arms pivot at both ends on a combination of a ball and a needle bearing, a very robust solution. What's this all about? A cynical answer might be because BMW has something like it on the K1600, but the real answer is that such a suspension has real advantages. First, it's virtually frictionless in comparison to a telescopic fork, so bumps are better absorbed. Second, it's tunable, at the design level, so it can eliminate the pro-dive tendencies of the telescopic fork, allowing softer springing without bottoming under braking. Third, Honda has set these up for neutral response under braking, neither pro nor anti-dive, which means the front wheel travels straight up and down in its travel, rather than rearward as on conventional telescopic forks. This allows the engine to be placed forward, more on that later,